What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode, or the first episode, should I say. You get into like the habit of announcing every episode the same. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm sure other announcer-type people have this problem. It's going to be the first episode of Shadowrun Chronicles. My name is Splattercat. I'm happy to have you here today because it is a Shadowrun day, and all Shadowrun days make me happy. So we're going to get started making our character. If you don't know what Shadowrun Chronicles is, essentially it's an always-online type Shadowrun game. It used to be called Shadowrun Online, but since it wasn't really like an MMORPG, the developers decided to change the name around to sort of clear up the misconceptions. So let's make our character, shall we? And I wanted to check the game out because honestly, I hadn't left a really flattering review about Shadowrun Online on Steam. And part of that negative review was the fact that I promised I was going to go back and check the game out when it finally released. Well, today it released, and so in due fashion, I did make a promise. I like to keep my word, so we're going to make a short series, going to play back through the game and see what happens. See if we like it. See if it's changed over the last 9 to 10 months since I played it last. So we get to choose our character. I'm going to be a male this time because our last character in the Long Dark was female. Our meta type, human. We could be human, orc, elf, troll, or dwarf. Okay, so they've got pretty much like the full docket of people you could be. Humans get critical chance. Looks like orcs get HP and damage, but they lose crit damage. Elves have accuracy, movement. They lose hit points, though. It looks like trolls have hit points, damage, but they're easier to hit. And then dwarves get +3 to their hit points. I'll probably just go with human then because I love crit characters. And it seems like the best way to build a crit character is to start with humans. We can have the boring background. You are a bland person without any noteworthy characteristics and no past to speak of. Worst Wikipedia entry ever. That's the Wikipedia entry you never want to end up with. So we can go through a lot of these. Right here, there's actually going to be a higher critical hit chance, but you lose damage overall. This is essentially just the background of your character, and it really sort of changes around the way that your character is configured and the skill sets that they're going to have as you play the game. A human conduit. You feel connected to everything around you. Sometimes this is good. Sometimes it hurts. Yeah, I was connected to the electrical grid one time via a fork, and it hurt quite a bit. Let's see here. Ex-sniper. That's pretty badass. We got Tribal Youth Engineer. Ooh, Code Slinger, just in case you wanted to be a decker. Yeah. All right, but Meat Space is a nuisance. 20% hacking and 5 tech armor seems pretty badass. I think I'll make my character into a decker. I do like riggers, but riggers and deckers tend to be the two things that I play in Shadowrun because I love technology and I love pets and I love the ability to be all up in the Matrix, just like zoom, zoom. That's the sound the Matrix makes. That's my own personal rendition. I like to be up in the Matrix just floating around all nudie mode Avatar style. Basically, I look like Dr. Manhattan. That's my avatar when I go into the Matrix. It offends some people, but you know what? Those people are prudes, and if they don't like it, stop looking. Well, anyways, we got Code Slinger. We got a Cursed Wage Mage. Why would you start out with a curse? No. A Bouncer. Spirit Talker, a Ganger. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'll probably just go with a Decker because I'm not planning on doing anything magical anyways, so the nerf, no, I don't want to be boring. I'll probably go with the Engineer's a good idea if you wanted to be like good at hacking, but I think I'm probably just going to go with Code Slinger. He gives us 5 tech armor. The Decker in this game is a little bit weird. It's not the Decker in the traditional sense of the way that you would see it in normal Shadowrun, where your team is like doing stuff in the meat space and then you are off like in the cyber world, kind of like unlocking doors and stuff like that. This game is weird about decking. I'm hoping they flesh it out a little bit better, but still, let's go ahead and give ourselves, we need a portrait. That's the Milady Portrait right there. Milady. Let's see. We need some kind of picture that looks awesome. All of these are, I don't like these. Well, anyways, let's work on our hair. So we got mohawks, we got like a goth cut, we got like a flop hawk, okay. We've got like the normal little swooshy mohawk, we got an afro just in case you want to get like one of those Frobo Fraggins things going on in the future. We've got some dreads, which are actually pretty thematic in Shadowrun. Dreads are pretty prevalent. They're around. It's a hairstyle that everybody loves. We got like another flop hawk right there with the side cut. This is like the exact haircut that I had for probably about a year and a half. And it's weird because I didn't really like it that much, but it took so long to get it to that point that I just didn't want to shave it off. It upset me. But yeah, I liked that haircut. It was just, I don't know. I wasn't super passionate about it. Got like a little side braid right there. We could have pigtails, obviously, just in case. Be looking sexy when I put my mini skirt on in that one. We got hair right there. It's just completely and totally normal. Okay, just like normal, long Ren Fair guy hair. Right there. It's a little bit straight for me. My hair's kind of curly, so, you know, I like it to have a little bit of just swoosh to it. Still, I think that's just about that one right there, just in case. That's the one right there. Yup. That's the sexiest character. Got the helmet hair going on. How much Aquanet did that take? Alright, steampunk goggles, but this is cyberpunk, so I don't see myself using those right now. I'm going to go back through, and I'm probably going to go with, I don't know, either like the side hawk. Let me find a portrait that works first, though. That guy's got like dreads and stuff, but he's got kind of like a shaman look going on. All these guys look a little bit older than I like my characters to be. We want ours to look like a stereotypical Decker. So, how come that guy has pointy ears? He's like in the human menu. The portraits should change once you go to different, I think they do anyways. Like if you go to elf, they should change around. Oh, it's one of the universal portraits. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, I should check all of them then because some of these have long hair, which is pretty dope. You just got to kind of like work around it a little bit. Well, that one will work right there. Hell yeah. Can I only get that one if I'm an elf though? Oh, that's whack. I want that portrait, but I want to be a human because I wanted to have long hair. Oh, this is weak. This is weak sauce style. This upsets me. Oh, they're going to make me play an elf. That's dirty. That's low down and dirty. I don't like the elves. Oh, it's not right. It's just not right. I don't want to play an elf for a good picture. No. I got to be an elf in order to be photogenic. This is ridiculous. It makes me sad. I don't want it. No, this guy's got his gunners on right now. He's like, listen, they increase the definition. They make my eyes less tired. Gunners. Purchase them here. Gunner.com. This episode brought to you by Gunners. Actually, I had some company approach me about wearing glasses like on one of my streams or something like that. And I was just like, I'm good. Thank you. No, thank you. I don't like wearing things on my face while I look at a computer screen. Well, since I don't like any of the portraits, it really kind of leaves me in kind of a ratty-tatty situation where we might have to play an elf. This kind of sucks. I really dislike elves. They make me sad. What about the dwarves? They have any cool portraits? Obviously, they're going to be more beardy than everybody else. How come all the dwarves look like they're ready for rocking? This dude even has devil horns up in his picture. The dwarves are ready to rock. That's for surely. Okay. Well, oh, that guy right there. Yup. He's been enjoying the old peace pipe in between. I think these are all mostly the same. He looks like Santa Claus. He looks super happy about people sitting on his lap. He's like, come sit on Santa's lap. Who's been a good boy this year? Splattercat has. Well, it upsets me that the customization options that I want are not available. This makes me sad. They're going to force me to play another race. Oh, that's low down dirty shenanigans. That's low down dirty shenanigans. Alright, well that guy's got a top hat. I mean, if you really want to drive home the point that you're edgy, you wear a top hat, I guess. Let me get some hair going on right now. And I don't think an elf with a fro is going to work for me. None of the elves have facial hair either, which is kind of odd. I don't want any hairstyle called a quiff. How am I supposed to threaten people to do mercenary work with a quiff? Come on now. That ain't right. Go with something a little bit longer here. I don't really want the barrette to be involved, though. We could do something like that right there. And then we could bring it on in with a beard for masculine points. Like something like that right there would be like on point. Although, are there better beards? He's got kind of like a pirate thing going on. Like, yar! Me be the zapper! Oh my. And it was the prettiest beard in all the land. Maybe I should go with a dwarf. Let's just go with a dwarf. This is becoming too confusing and it's upsetting me. I never played dwarves anyways, but I'm sure this will work out. What could go wrong? And so this will actually have portraits that I'd never played a dwarf before on the channel. So you know what? He's got the shades right there. He's got his stunners on. I'll probably just go with this guy right here. Although he's got like magical runes and shit in front of him. I'm just going to, in my headspace, I'm going to use my imagination to hope that that's a holographic projection of the Matrix in front of him. And that's just how I'm going to rectify it in my head right now. The shades are too awesome to not take it. Although he's kind of adorable in a hug me grandpa kind of way. That guy, I don't even know. He's like Blanca of the dwarves. My god. Yeah, we're locked into this one right now. And then he needs a name. So I'll call him Cuddlebug Cranley. You want to, not Cranley. We're not going to be lifting anything. We're a Decker. At the end of the day, though, you want to know how I was going to name my character like a serial killer. You want to know how to name a serial killer? You go with a long first name like Theodore. Or what's another like long first name like Stockholm? Like a name that has, it's a longer first name with multiple syllables, but we'll go with Theodore because I think that drives it home. And then the last name, it has to be one syllable, and it has to have like a hard consonant in it, like Briggs, Scruggs, Tiggs, like anything like that. Serial killer name. Serial killer name. Don't do it. If you have a monosyllabic last name and you have a child, you are inches away from naming a serial killer. Don't do it. Avoid it. So anyways, Cuddlebug Cranley will be his name. The Adventures of Cuddlebug Cranley. Onwards to adventure in the future. Shadowrun is a noun. Any movement, action, or series of such made in carrying out plans which are illegal or quasi-legal. The year 2076, 65 years after the Awakening. The Awakening marked the beginning of the sixth world of the Mayan calendar when magic returned, awakening powerful creatures of myth and legend. Trolls, elves, dwarves, and powerful dragons appeared, and magic users in something because the text went away too fast. Oh my god.
Boston Metroplex, United Canadian and American States, also known as UCAS.
Boston, 2076. The last thing you remember is an explosion. Then things went black. You can hear voices whispering in the darkness as the sharp smell of disinfectant assaults your nostrils.
Subject now ready for anesthetization.
Anesthetization started.
Prepare cortex replacement.
Cortex prepared. The command unit will be pleased.
Hush, we should not discuss this.
Malfunction in anesthetization unit. We need to abort.
Patient is regaining consciousness. Administer anesthetic manually.
Let me... What are you?
I'm sorry. Please, lie down. You were in an accident. Everything will be okay.
No, no! Put that thing away.
No, stay down, you...
Oh.
What are you doing? Please, stay back. This is all a misunderstanding. Ah!
Finally, I get through to you. What happened? Why are all these guys dead? Never mind. Get out of there before security catches you.
Where am I?
An underground research facility. You were heavily sedated. You're probably feeling a little out of it. Focus on my voice, and I'll guide you through.
What do I do?
Look for a way to open the door. There must be a button nearby.
When it comes to pushing buttons, I am a master. And so our adventure begins, I guess, with our ass flapping in the wind to the soundtrack of us beating grown-ass men to death. What does this do?
What happened?
You were knocked out. They took you. Now we need to get you out of here. Please hurry.
I killed him?
And just in time as well. Now please, get moving. We don't have much time.
So the game seems to control in fairly typical turn-based strategy slash XCOM fashion where we can rotate things with Q and E. Probably need to click over here, this giant thing that's glowing on the screen. Let's click that. It looks like I start with a
Now, move along quickly.
It looks like I start with a taser rifle or something. I apologize for cutting off the dialogue. It was my bad. I didn't mean to do it, but it happened. It happened. I assure you she didn't say anything of use.
Take him out. Don't think. Just do it.
Every time I take somebody out without thinking and just doing it, I end up in a long-term relationship that sucks. No thank you. I'm going to question this one and be like, hey, what kind of things do you enjoy? What are you into? It looks like I can click him. Yeah!
Work. Now, open that door over there. You can't go through the hallway.
Buzz, fragger. Alright, let's go up in here. So I will be using Shadowrun terminology on my way through, chummers, because I feel like it's the right thing to do. Can I pick up... How come when I go to work, I don't get to carry around a super awesome techno mace? Like, I work here on YouTube, but it seems like it'd be a good plan to have a super awesome techno stunna mace.
Subject is in augmentation room 3. Repeat, we have the subject in sight.
Watch out! They have guns!
I'll need to take them out.
Flank them to get a better shot.
Alright. So I figure... Oh my god, we're being shot at. Well, that's no fun. Then again, you're playing Shadowrun. If you're not getting shot at, you're not doing it right. I think if I can... Where can I go here? Well, let's get into cover, I guess, and we'll get closer so that we can take a shot.
You're in cover now. They'll have a harder time hitting you, but you're not in a good position to attack.
Don't remember.
Keep moving. Try to flank them.
If we go at least one episode without anybody saying wicked smart, I mean, we are totally up in Boston right now, and so people should be like, that's wicked smart. There's gotta be... You gotta say wicked at least 5 or 6 times every single time you go out on an adventure if we're gonna be in Boston.
See? You do remember how to pick your spots. Now you have a clear line of fire on them. Take them out.
Ow! I'm being repeatedly shot. No! Zappity zappity. Hell yeah. Oh!
Nice. Good to see that at least your instincts are awake.
We zapped his ass through a window. Well, I just got shot in the face. If there's any part of me that hasn't completely woken up yet, I hope it's the part that just got shot. Just leave that part asleep. Can I loot these guys? Is there anything I can do about that? Give me the loot. Give me the loot. I'm a bad dwarf. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Well, it looks like there's nothing I can have over here. I kind of want them, but I guess not. I didn't really want to hurt you. I didn't really want to make you cry, but it just sort of happened. Sprint for it! There's a naked guy in the tank.
That wasn't so hard. How's that head of yours? Anything coming back yet?
I think so. I was going to meet this Smedley about a job.
Hooray! Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's what you got to get right there. You got to have the victory music whenever you win. And so Shadowrun Chronicles, boss, we're traveling apparently. At least that's what it tells me next to the double daggers.
Life has been tough lately. You're out of luck and low on Nuyen, and you need a job that pays. RC, a friend of yours, has put in a word with a local fixer. So you make your way to the Leather District to meet him. They used to call that neighborhood the Combat Zone. Things haven't changed much, it seems.
So it looks like we get to choose some skills here, some skills to pay the bills. Probably a decent idea that we stick to hacking, since that's like the thing that we came along to do, and that's what we have our bonuses to. Looks like there's a lot of options if you want to use different weapons. There's blades, spellcasting, summoning. We got blunt going on just in case you want skills with blunts. We've got pistols, shotguns, automatics. Shotguns seem like a pretty dope choice. I don't know if I want to go with shotguns on this one. I don't know what I want to go with. Shotguns are pretty sick. Then again, we could get like a Predator or whatever if we go with pistols. I mean, got automatics over here. Let's start with hacking, shall we? So we get Data Spike. You attack anybody in range by using their matrix connection, so you don't require line of sight. The attack does tech damage and causes targets to be marked, allowing them to be hit more easily and adding special effects to certain attacks against them. Okay. Blackout. By using biofeedback, you can affect the target's neural structure and stun it, as well as cause low amounts of damage. That's probably a good plan. Let's go with Blackout. So we'll learn that. And then we got to choose a weapon. What do we want our weapon to be? We can go with shotguns so we can blast people. Then again, as a decker, we're probably not going to be in close combat very often. So I'd probably stick with something that could fire a little bit further. So you got burst fire right there. Salvo. What do these end in? Burst fire 3. Or we could just go after pistols. We could just have like a street line special in the back of our pocket and just be like, bucka, bucka, when somebody tries to get up on us. I'll probably just go with pistols. I love pistols. Pistols are badass. So let's just go for that. Lucky shot. You know when a bullet has to count for something. It seems like your pistol knows too. This shot deals increased damage, even more damage on a critical hit. Fires a shot at the target and gives another action this turn if you achieve a critical hit. That's pretty cool. So you just get like a free turn every time that you crit. Seems like a really, really good plan to crit as much as possible then. Does it do less damage or something? Like, what's wrong with pistols in that, like... What do automatics do that's any different? We got gotcha. Teach your enemies it's bad to be caught out in the open. Does extra damage against targets without cover. Well, if I was playing a human, I'd say we should go with pistols. But, so what do the shotguns do at the end? So you get close quarters. You know how to handle yourself at close quarters, which adds a bonus to accuracy in close combat. A knack for taking down awakened creatures, Van Helsing style. That might be nice. Put a glitch in the system with an extra damage against tech-based targets. Make them wish they took the blue pill. Is that for every weapon you get that distinguished? Okay, so no, it's not. What happens if I go to automatics? You can get snipe. Playing long range is probably a really, really good plan because deckers, you really want to keep your decker out of close line combat. If you don't know what a decker is, he's just a hacker. And so, frankly, he's not going to be in combat a lot of the time. And if he is, he's going to be as far away as possible, trying not to get shot. But then again, we do have the extra HP required in order to get it done as a dwarf. So I kind of want to go with shotguns, but... Like, a shotgun seems like a very dwarfy weapon, does it not? We could also go with rigging. We get the Renraku Intruder. Deploys a Renraku Intruder Drone, a fortified drone with an array of heave weapons. The power of the drone depends on the power of your combat soft. For every point, this drone will gain 1 damage, 1 hit point. What's my combat soft? Is my combat soft good? Or is my combat soft bad? Hold on, let's go back. Can I not click on those right now? Oh, you get to select your gear. Okay, so that's kind of brutal. Can I go back right now? I'd like to go back. So there's an Ingram Smart Gun. Got a Topaz Focus. A Remington Sportsman. An old nail board, just in case you want to get medieval on that shit. An Ares Lightfire. An MCD-1 Cyber Deck. So we should probably have a Cyber Deck, right? Because that's what we're into. So we'll equip a Cyber Deck. And then our secondary weapon will be... We have a used Radio Shack remote. I don't know if I should do that or not. Or if I should just go for weapons. I don't know if I want to be a rigger or not. Because I don't think that we actually have the skills in order to do that. Like, we should have taken something different if we were going to. Let's just go for a pure decker. We won't worry about rigging on this one. I'll probably go for... What weapon were we going to choose? Is this a rifle? How do I tell what this is? I'm assuming that that's a rifle. The smart... Let's go ahead. Yeah, so the smart gun is the rifle, so we'll take that. And then tactical items. Do we have any? We don't have any tactical items. That's unfortunate. We can't deploy the Tic Tacs. Alright, on to next we go. Oh, we get to choose what we look like now, too? Even more badass. Okay, so... Oh, we can have wiener face paint? Yeah! I love the Halloweeners. They're called the Wieners for short. Halloweeners are hella dope. They're one of my favorite gangs. Still, is that a normal thing to have, a favorite gang? So, headwear. I feel like I'm blocking off my super awesome hair if I wear one of these. A trilby. An astral helmet? We can change our hair around if we want. I like what I've got so far. What can we have for our face gear? So we can have a visor, so we can be like Jordy and all that fun stuff. Welding goggles. We got the one. Got some dark Ray-Bans right there. Yeah, I love Ray-Bans. Okay, we got the Wayfarers. I got you. A surgical mask, a gas mask, a cigar. What? I do smoke cigars, and I do love them every now and again. Can I have the cigar and the Ray-Bans? Like, can I have that? Can we make this happen? Oh, you can only have one. I'm so disappointed right now. I'm so disappointed. Because I want both really, really badly. I suppose you'll probably be able to swap these out whenever you want, right? Let's just go with the Rays right now. I love Ray-Bans. I am from Northern California. Ray-Bans are a big thing in like Northern Southern California, like Wayfarers or what's up. There's a couple other companies that make stuff too, but you gotta have your big-ass cheap sunglasses. Like, everybody's got cheap Wayfarers here. Like, I got some for like $5 that look identical and they're enormous. You gotta have those big, they dwarf the size of your head. Yep, that's what's in style right now. It's hot with the kids. Oh, we get to change up our outfit too? Damn, son. So we got a wrapped blanket right there. Everett the wrapped blanket. We've got a KE Riot armor, a hobo hoodie. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that just yet. A studded jacket. Oh, dude, we got options. They actually added a lot here since the last time I played the game. We can have a howdy top. Be like, how's it going, mister? How you feeling? A puff tie. I'm trying to look flashy right now. I'm trying to look real good. So we got the suit vest right there. We got to be stylish. I think it's got the corset. It's like a techno corset. Suit jack. I think I'm going to go with the suit vest right there. Undershirt. What do we got going? Oh, I forgot to do it. Hold on. I forgot to do it. What does a leather vest do for me? It's not what I'm used to. Wow, we got an Azzy mage coat? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff that I missed down here. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go with the suit vest right there. We're gonna keep this real classy. Undershirt. We want the plain white tee. What do we got going on right now? Where does that actually go? I don't see where that's doing anything for me. So you know what? I'm gonna stick it with white. Handwear. We got combat gloves. Got chain bracers, hide bracers, plated gloves, or we can go after some bag gloves. You know what? We've got in our picture right now, we have cut off gloves, so I think I'm gonna go for that right now. So we'll leave those where they are. Footwear. Urban boots. We got jack boots going on. Shit kickers. I got a friend that calls his shoes shit kickers all the time. They're cowboy boots. But they're not like your nice cowboy boots. So, for example, your shit kickers are the cowboy boots you use when you're out, like, working. Whereas then you would have, like, your Sunday cowboy boots as well with, like, a little bit of silver on the tip for when you go to church. My dad has a lot of cowboy boots and, like, shit kickers and stuff like that, too. So, now we got to choose some pants. But it's got to go with what we got. We got suit pants right there. Does look pretty classy. Does look pretty classy. I don't think the mini skirt is doing it for me. Are there any other, like, dress pants? We could have hot pants on. Yeah. There it is. Get our Officer Dangle going on right there. I guess we'll just go with the suit pants. Keep it nice and cleaned up for right now. I'm liking it. And then we got to choose our underwear. Well, hold on. Let me find my underwear here. So we can have leggings, vector pants, knee pads. Why does your underwear need knee pads on it? We're Shadowrunners, not hookers. Come on now. There it is right there. That's the one. Just in case when you unwrap the present, you get a little something nice for yourself. Let's see, we got a kilt. What? That's pretty cool. Damn, I'm feeling kind of left out right now. Let's just go with the suit pants. We'll equip that. And then now we got to go back to the footwear. We go with flip-flops to the office. Got rattle sandals. Are those sandals with spurs on them? Spectator shoe. Oh, classy. Classy-ass gentleman right there. Cuffed boots going on. God, I don't know what I want, but I'll probably go with those right there. We'll be looking super nice. We got to make it look like our services are worth it before we go any further. All right, equip them. Let's do this thing. Oh, we're looking so good right now. So good. Can I have sleeves? How do I get sleeves? It doesn't look like they go on to that little part right there. Or is it only if you're like shirtless? Ah, there it is. So maybe it's like on your body somewhere. So we've got Maori arm black. Yeah, get those tattoos on there real fast. Get something that fills in the space. Yep, we're looking classy as shit right now. We're the coolest guy on the block, and we haven't even loaded in yet. This is probably the end of the episode, so my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the first episode in our Shadowrun Chronicles playthrough. I'll see you on the next episode. How you do, everybody?